This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson.
And I'm Jeff Andrulonis. Good evening. The big story tonight on the 6 o'clock report. New information for you about a Pennsylvania man who allegedly held a bank employee at gunpoint earlier this year. It's official, all local charges against Thomas Smith of Emporium have been dropped, and federal authorities are now handling the case. Smith is the Emporium man who led police on a nearly month-long manhunt after he allegedly tried to kidnap a bank employee at gunpoint back in August. He was arrested by local authorities earlier this month. He's now being held in the jail in Clinton County. Smith has pleaded innocent. Jury selection for his trial is set to begin in November. He was indicted federally because the alleged incident involved taking a motor vehicle by force and using a firearm during the commission of a crime. Fall time is here. People getting into the spirit of the fall season. Fall seems to be right around the corner, and WVTT's Derek Smith tells us what local attraction is gearing up for a busy time.
50,000 visitors are expected to come and go through Pumpkinville, a popular pumpkin patch that's going on its 16th year of business. Starting this Saturday up until Halloween, the tourist attraction will have to offer a bundle of pumpkins for purchase, an event that attracts particularly kids. Most of the pumpkins are grown all around the Great Valley and brought to the farm off Sugartown Road. Owner Mr. Pulowski says if people aren't having fun here, we aren't doing our jobs.
If you're not having fun, we're not doing our job. But it looks like you're doing your job, because from what I can just see from right here, I'm already having fun and I haven't even done anything yet.
You know what? There's a lot of pressure on us to keep this thing going forward. I mean, we have almost 100 employees with us. But we try real hard to say, well, guys, let's have fun.
Halloween is approaching fast, and if you're looking for a place to buy a pumpkin, not only can you get one here, it seems like you can get everything here. It's called Pumpkinville, an extremely popular pumpkin palace that's been going on for its 17th season. There's barbecue chicken, kettle corn, ice cream, pumpkin donuts, singing hens, hay rides, a corn cannon, farm animals, a corn maze, not to mention reasonably priced pumpkins, and a lot more. It's located here off Sugartown Road in the Great Valley. It all starts tomorrow on Saturday, but folks have already arrived today saying they just can't wait. They love this place, and I can see why. Derek Smith in Pumpkinville of the Great Valley, WVTT.
In other weekend news, get geared up for this weekend's big race event, the Wheel Around the Hub. Watch the Bold Riders go for gold in the Great Smethport Bicycle Race this Saturday of 53 miles of absolute determination, sweat, and tears. The race will begin at noon in front of the McKean County Courthouse in Smethport, Pennsylvania, with good food and music from the Mojo Hand Band following the race. Every year in late September, a flash of color and a whoosh of wheels signal the start of this race that began back in 1890 by two bicycle-loving, competitive businessmen. All proceeds from the race will go to benefit the local Smethport Volunteer Fire Department, who show their community support with acts of compassion every day. WVTT's Megan Sims will be at the Wheel Around the Hub covering the event, so we'll have a full story for you Monday on the 6 o'clock report. Olean police are still asking anyone with information regarding shots fired in the city earlier this week to contact them. Several residents late Monday night reported hearing gunshots in the 800 and 900 blocks of Buffalo Street. When police investigated, they say they did find evidence of gunfire, but no injuries or damage.
There will be 0 prison time for a Jamestown man accused of sex offenses. Eric Chant will not be spending time behind bars because of suspected police misconduct within the Jamestown Police Department. Chant was accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl last summer. He could have faced 25 years to life behind bars, but Chant was offered a plea deal, partially because a Jamestown police officer has been accused of potentially tampering with evidence in other cases.
No charges have been filed so far, but an investigation is underway in connection with the alleged theft of thousands of dollars from Grove Township. State police in Emporium are looking into allegations that a woman wrote a check back in June for a township account totaling over $7,000 for personal use. Her identity has not yet been released pending the outcome of the investigation.
Polls closed at 9 o'clock last night for the New York State primary, with voters deciding the November ballot lineup for many legislative races. Turnout was, as predicted, low, and experts say that made the outcome in many races unpredictable. Among some of the local results of races we were covering here on WVTT, in the city of Salamanca for Alderman Ward 4, Sandra Majera got past Michael Smith. For Salamanca Mayor, Carmen Vejecarella got past Edward Dry. For Olean Alderman in Ward 5, James Finch defeated Jonathan Teachman. And in the town of Allegheny for Highway Superintendent, John Mosier came out on top over Donald Yell and Daniel French.
SUNY schools are making their mark on the education world, according to New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Recently, SUNY schools were ranked among the top public universities, according to the U.S. News and World Report. Governor Cuomo released a statement that reads, "Over the past 20 months, my administration has worked to make SUNY campuses the leading drivers of economic growth in communities across the state, as well as keeping SUNY as an affordable pathway to future success for hundreds of thousands of students from New York and around the world." These rankings confirm what is already well known here in New York, that SUNY is a top quality public institution open to anyone who desires to pursue a higher education and gain the tools needed to succeed in today's economy.
But some bad news tonight coming out of SUNY Geneseo. The volleyball team at SUNY Geneseo won't be competing in games this season. According to Geneseo police, 8 members of the women's volleyball team were involved in a hazing incident. Police received a report of an 18-year-old volleyball player who was taken to the hospital for alcohol poisoning. Police say they discovered the team's freshman volleyball players, 9 are listed on the roster, were allegedly blindfolded, handcuffed, and then forced to drink alcohol by current team members. The bodies of 4 Americans, including the U.S. ambassador to Libya, back on U.S. soil tonight, but the State Department has Americans on high alert. The full story coming up as WVTT's World News Roundup is after this on News Channel 25 WVTT.